The morning began with the snowstorm, a chilling event both metaphorically and literally. What made this particular event remarkable was not just its intensity, but its sheer scope and size. To call it a snowstorm would be an understatement. It was a blizzard of epic proportions that gripped major parts of the world in its chilly grasp. The snowstorm was not just an average weather phenomenon. Indeed, it was a tempest of ice and snow, a white beast that roared and raged across the globe. From the icy plains of Siberia to the bustling cities of North America, corner of the world remained untouched. It was as if Mother Nature herself had decided to teach a lesson in humility to the mankind. Waves of snow swept over the landscapes, battering against buildings and trees, turning bustling cities into ghost towns. Streets, once filled with the melody of life, were now blanketed in silence, interrupted only by the occasional howling of the wind. Power lines succumbed to the weight of the heavy snow, plunging entire neighborhoods into darkness. Airports were closed, highways were blocked, and schools were deserted. Life as we knew it came to a standstill. People were forced to retreat indoors, seeking solace in the warmth of their homes. They watched in awe and fear as the blizzard transformed familiar surroundings into alien landscapes. The event was a stark reminder of the unpredictable nature of our world. It made us realize how small we truly are in the grand scheme of things, how insignificant our routines and schedules become when faced with the raw power of nature. The snowstorm served as a testament to the fact that no matter how advanced our technology gets, know how in control we may feel, we're still at the mercy of nature's whims. The aftermath of the storm was a sight straight out of a post-apocalyptic movie. But amidst the chaos and destruction, there was also a certain beauty, a purity that only a blanket of snow can provide. It was a humbling experience that made us appreciate the small joys of life. A warm cup of coffee, a book by the fireplace, the company of loved ones. The event was an intense blizzard that swept across major parts of the globe, creating havoc and severely disrupting daily life. The event was a stark reminder of the unpredictable nature of our world and how quickly things can change. In the midst of the snowstorm, a significant military event unfolded. It was a frosty evening, the sky hidden behind thick layers of ominous clouds. The snow was falling relentlessly, covering the landscape in a blanket of white. It was in this perilous environment, when visibility was near to zero, that a momentous military operation took place. This was not just any operation. This was a signal, a statement to world of changing times. It was a manifestation of military prowess, a demonstration of tactical brilliance, and an unparalleled show of strength. The stage was set, the actors were the Russians, and the audience was the world. The Russians, cloaked under the shadow of a raging snowstorm, demonstrated their tactical prowess and military strength with such finesse that it etched this event into the annals of military history. Their resolve was unshaken, their spirits undeterred by the daunting weather. Their eyes, focused and determined, were shielded behind the lenses of their snow goggles, staring down the approaching armored monsters. The tanks, menacing and formidable, advanced through the snow, their tracks cutting through the frozen landscape like a hot knife through butter. But the Russians were prepared. They held their ground, their fingers steady on the triggers, their hearts steady with resolve. As the tank attack progressed, the Russians retaliated with a precision that was breathtaking. Each move was calculated, each shot aimed with deadly accuracy. The tanks, once thought of as invincible behemoths, began to falter under the relentless assault. One by one, the tanks started to retreat. The world watched in awe as the once formidable attack was repelled, bringing about a shift in the tide of the battle. The snowstorm, which was once a hindrance, became a symbol of their victory. The tanks, once symbols of oppressive power, were now symbols of defeat and retreat. This event was a clear indication of the shifting power dynamics globally. The world watched in awe as tanks retreated, a testament to the might of the Russian forces. However, the day was not over. As the tanks retreated in the intense cold, their wintry breath condensing in the freezing air, the battlefield was swallowed up by an impending snowstorm. The wind howled like a banshee, carrying the fine particles that clouded the atmosphere, limiting visibility to mere feet. Even the formidable machines of war seemed fragile against nature's relentless onslaught. Beneath this physical struggle, hidden from the naked eye, a new battlefield was emerging. It was not marked by thunderous explosions or the whine of bullets, but by silent, unseen warriors. The first salvo was fired from the shadowy depths of the digital, a massive cyber attack, making its way stealthily through the interconnected maze of the World Wide Web. The scale of this cyber offensive was unlike anything ever witnessed before. It was not just a simple virus or worm, it was an intricately designed digital weapon, moving at speed of light across the fiber optic battlefield. It was a force of destruction unbound by geographical boundaries, capable of wreaking havoc thousands of miles away from its source. The sophistication of the attack was equally astounding. It was not a brute force assault, but a meticulously crafted, multi-pronged attack. It infiltrated systems undetected, silently bypassing firewalls and antivirus programs. It exploited vulnerabilities hidden deep within the complex layers of software, technological strengths into weaknesses. The attack served as a chilling reminder of the frailties in our supposedly secure digital world. The world had once marveled at the advent of the information age, the dawn of a new era where knowledge and communication flowed freely. But this cyber attack revealed the dark underbelly of technology. The very tools that were designed to empower and connect us could also be weaponized to exploit and subjugate us. Amidst the snowstorm, as the digital attack unfolded, it was clear that we live in an age of perpetual warfare. The battlefield has changed, but the threat remains ever present and evolving. The rise of cyber warfare poses a new kind of existential threat, challenging our notions of security and sovereignty. It was a stark reminder of the vulnerabilities in our digital world and the constant threat of cyber warfare. This single day, January 25, 2024, was a microcosm of the larger geopolitical landscape. It was the epitome of the world's current state. A day that started with a chill unlike any January before, each icy breeze seemingly carrying whispers of the chaos that would ensue. A sudden snowstorm blanketed the landscape, nature's power on full display, a stark reminder of the fragility of our existence. On this particular day, military exercises strategized by the world's most powerful nations echoed loudly across borders. The echo of boots on the ground, jets streaking across the sky, tanks rumbling over the rugged terrain was a chilling testament of the military prowess. A show of strength, a display of dominance. The world watched with bated breath. Meanwhile, in the shadows, the silent war raged. The war of ones and zeros, a battleground not of flesh and bone, but of circuits and wires. Cyber warfare, the invisible threat, made its presence felt. The world banking system staggered, government secrets leaked, and personal data became a playground for hackers. It was a terrifying reminder of the world's reliance on technology, a vulnerability exposed. It was a day of extreme weather, military might, and cyber warfare. In brief, on this day, we witnessed a severe snowstorm that disrupted life globally. The snowstorm wasn't just a mere weather pattern. It was a rampant force of nature, bringing the routine mechanisms of cities to a grinding halt. Schools were closed, roads rendered impassable, and travel plans abruptly canceled. People huddled up in their homes, bundled in their warmest clothes. The snow piled up outside, a white blanket covering every inch of the visible landscape. It was an uncanny yet beautiful sight, the sort which us realized the power and unpredictability of nature. Parallel to this, on the political front, the Russians successfully repelled a tank attack. The courageous Russian soldiers, with their exceptional battle strategies, managed to turn the tide of the conflict. They stood firm against the onslaught, their spirits undeterred. With precision and discipline, they maneuvered their own forces to counterattack. The artillery roared and the battlefield echoed with the thunderous noise of conflict. The engagement with the attackers retreating, a testament to the unwavering resilience and strategic prowess of the Russian forces. Meanwhile, in the virtual world, a massive cyber attack transpired. Unseen to the naked eye, this warfare was waged in the digital realm. Hackers breached firewalls, infiltrated systems, and brought corporate giants to their knees. The attack was a calculated and coordinated effort, causing widespread panic and chaos. It was a silent, invisible assault that had far-reaching implications on the global digital landscape. These events serve as a reminder of the unpredictable nature of our world, and the delicate balance of power that exists within it. Together, they unfolded a narrative of a day marked by resilience, struggle, and the unending battle against unforeseen adversities. As we move forward, we must remember January 25, 2024. This date etched in our collective memory not merely for the series of unforeseen events that transpired, but more significantly, for the profound lessons it imparted onto us. A day that unfolded much like any other, but its repercussions resonated on a global scale, affecting countless lives and shaking the very foundations of our understanding of the world. The world that day revealed its quintessentially unpredictable nature. The sequence of events was unpredictable, yes, but it's not the unpredictability itself we need to remember. It's the fact that unpredictability is inherent to our world, an integral part of the chaotic dance of existence. The unpredictability of the world is something we must learn to anticipate, to prepare for, and to leverage in our stride towards building a resilient future. Moreover, the transient nature of power was blatantly exposed. Often perceived as invincible, was shown to be fleeting and evanescent. Our preconceived notions of permanent power were shattered, making us realize that power is mercurial, often shifting hands in the blink of an eye. This understanding prompts us to rethink how we perceive power, how we seek it, and how we wield it. Furthermore, the vulnerability of our digital world was also laid bare. Our digital infrastructure, the modern backbone of our societies, was shown to be susceptible to unprecedented threats. This realization wake-up call for all of us, highlighting the urgency of fortifying our digital defenses, of fostering resilience in our interconnected networks, and of cultivating a culture of digital vigilance. These lessons, while imbibed in the turmoil of that day, carry profound implications for our future. We must take these lessons from January 25, 2024, to heart and use them as guiding principles. It's up to us to remember these lessons and use them to shape a better future.